Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Raynah Rey. We are discussing Please Touch, a new coffee table book of sculpture placed by the Gateway Foundation with Paul Wagman. And you know what, Paul, I want to dive right into it because you brought some amazing photographs of some of these spectacular sculptures. Let's take a look at those and you can kind of talk about where they are and what they are as we look at those pictures.
Yes, that's I love that photo. That's because it captures so much about the spirit of City Garden and the reason that the book is called Please Touch. I mean, that little boy, so cute, climbing on that curved sculpture. That's a piece by a French sculptor named Bernard Venet, and he bends steel in arcs, and I think that piece is, I think it's called 3 Arcs or something like that. The word arcs is in the title. But the photograph so wonderfully captures the fun of City Garden, along with the grace. I mean, look at the beautiful curve and the boy with his eyes just peeking out from behind it. You can tell this kid's having a great time.
It's an amazing photograph.
Oh, okay. So that is that's the piece in the foreground there is called La Rivière. It's actually, that is the oldest piece of sculpture in City Garden. It was created in the late 30s and early 40s by a French artist named Aristide Maillol. And it's a reclining female nude, and her hair is sort of draped over that stone pedestal and sort of towards the water there. Very dramatically. There are 3 casts of that sculpture in the world. One of them is I think it's at the Tuileries in Paris. Wow. One here, and I can't remember where the third is, but wow. I mean, that's a great piece of sculpture. Very dramatic and gorgeous when you look at it up close. And obviously it sort of captures the landscape in the rear, and there, that's the Civil Courts building behind it. Mm-hmm. That's the reflecting pool. It's called the reflecting pool. And just to the right of that picture is the restaurant. Okay, so that's a piece. Now we're looking at a piece by Marc de Souvreau. This is he's a very popular sculptor. His work is very well represented around the country now, and again, it's a piece that's very popular with kids, and you can see this one child is hanging from the top, another is sort of hugging it down there.
Where else in the world can you go and climb all over?
Absolutely,
art?
Absolutely, and maybe that's the time for me to say that. I mean, that's part of the mission of the Gateway Foundation. Is they want people to engage with art. They don't want people to feel that art is too good for them. And so it's a very conscious, deliberate, strategy to let people touch, and in fact, please touch.
One of the most beautiful things I think about St. Louis is that there are so many, I call them hidden gems, all over the place. This book is filled with hidden gems that are just handed to you that you may have to go somewhere else and pay exorbitant amounts of money to experience.
You are right. I mean, these pieces are all museum quality, pieces.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Please Touch is a book that puts all of the sculptures all over St. Louis. It's a kind of a family project, really. You could go through and go visit each and every one.
You absolutely could.
All over St. Louis.
Yes, you could.
That's just my idea for what to do with it, But, and there were a couple pictures in the book you wanted to
let's
show
see
real
what
quickly.
We've got here. Okay, so let me get a couple out here. Okay, well, this is one that I enjoy very much. This one of the pink suit. It's called Big Suit. This is the newest piece, actually, in City Garden, and it's just really funny. I mean, you look at this piece and you immediately kind of laugh because it is, the phrase empty suit. Well, this is the original empty suit. It's kind of makes a mockery out of self-important people with this. It's bulging a little at the belly, and it's just it's sort of exposing pretension.
That's the beautiful thing about art, you know. It's just, it's unique. It's different, and everybody can catch something different out of it. I could sit here and talk to you all afternoon long about this, but hey, we have to go.
Oh, sure.
Please Touch is available for purchase on Amazon or at City Garden in downtown St. Louis.
There's a discount at City Garden.
There you go. There's more STL Live after this. Stay with us.